Hey guys, how's it going on this beautiful, beautiful Thursday? It has been a while. It's felt like a little bit while. I know prior to the retreat, they did a vinyl video last, and I have some finds I want to show you guys. Quite a few. Some listened to, some haven't gotten to yet, but just as excited about them. So yeah, I want to start off and say that I'm very excited to let you guys know that, thanks to your wishes and thoughts and prayers and everything all in between, I got the job. So on Monday I found out, after my last Thursday, my interview, I thought it went extremely well. I was really impressed with how the whole place was ran and the people that were there, and I thought I did a great job. I usually think I do pretty good interviews once I'm in the door, and well, it went awesome. So I'm really excited to say that I found out on Monday that I got the job. I'm going to be working the front desk at this prominent hotel. I'm not going to have to go into names for you to be smart than they do on YouTube for whatever reason. So I'm going to be working at the front desk, starting there, but they're small. They're on the same level as a lot of the other big boys, but there's not as many of them nationwide, so this focus a lot more on really building you up and helping you move up within the program and the company. And I'm really excited because I'll be starting at the front desk and learning all the ins and outs of the customers you see on a daily basis and things like that, and then from there there's a lot of places you can stand and grow, and I'm really excited about that. So thanks to everyone who was thinking about me. It was awesome. I'm really, really excited about that. So that'll be 2 weeks from this Monday that I should be starting there. Yeah, so congratulations to me, right? By the way, I haven't commented on your videos recently. It's been real busy the last few days. I haven't been home till real late. And then I found out yesterday my family actually got UVerse installed in the house. My father got rid of DirecTV, which I was surprised he was going to do because he loves his Jets games. But he did. He got UVerse. It's cheaper. But right now I need to call them after this video and find out and have someone help me set it up, because for some reason the wireless isn't connecting. So I haven't been able to catch up with these videos. But I was watching a little bit on my phone, and I'm really excited to watch, the new stuff from Memphis, Final Jim and the Misses, and I need to catch up on some of Wes's videos as well. I saw Jesse had a video that he did with his friend reviewing D3, which is going to be sick. I'm always excited to see people bring other people into their videos. Especially you, Henry. I'm really excited to watch your blues videos, so looking forward to all those things. So I'm going to show the CDs I got first, alright? And then we'll go to the vinyls. Like Henry said, F the format, right? I did watch a little bit of that first video, most of that, on my phone actually. This is a great, great CD. It's a really fun band. This is what you're listening to right now, if you can hear it. They're from Chapel Hill, which is in North Carolina, not too far from me. And it came out in 2005. The vocalist is great too. His name is Sean Parker. And there's three other people. And the record label is Pax, P-O-X, Pax World Empire. These next two albums are ones I kept thinking about you, Andy. I think you'd really appreciate it. One big holiday for you too. Pleasant is the band, and the album is called Awkward as a Beehive. It's really nice stuff. It's just has an indie-ish type of sound to it. It's soothing. I mean, honestly, it's funny. It's self-explanatory. Like, I can see why they call themselves pleasant. The music is very pleasant. Nice guitar riffs. It reminds me a lot of older stuff I listened to back in high school. I'm not saying it sounds exactly like it, but it sort of gives me that same feeling that I get when I listen to like American football or Owen or any of that stuff that that guy Tim is involved with. So it's really great stuff. Pleasant, Awkward as a Beehive. If you probably won't catch it as much because it's so local, but if you ever see this in this Goodwill or somewhere online or something, I'd highly recommend this album. The other one, which has more of a name for itself, I didn't know of them before. Their name is Mock Orange, and the album is called Captain Love. I buy a lot of cool CDs when I see really nice artwork like this, It's a promotional CD because it has a sticker on the back here. It gives a little description about them. This was released on September 9th, 2008. They've been on tour with bands like Minus the Bear. this is the follow-up to their last album before this, which was really critically acclaimed, was called Mind Is Not Brain, and it's on Wednesday Records. This also sounds really good. Both these bands sort of give me a little bit of an Isaac Brock feel from Modest Mouse with their vocals. This has been cool. Listen to this at nighttime the last couple days. This is called Saturday Looks Good to Me. That's the name of the outfit, and the album is called Fill Up the Room. Really cool CD work, right? I love the woman. It's on the back image too. So on K Records, Fill Up the Room is the K Records debut from Fred Thomas's, I don't know who this gentleman really is, ever-changing musical collective, Saturday Looks Good to Me. Optimistically melodic and straightforward, the album still demands multiple listens, taking the dense, intimate lyrics and lush, surprising arrangements. This is more like a really unknown band, sort of like put out by like some buddies, you know what I mean? It's called AM, is the name of the band, and the album is called, well, it's an EP, 5 songs. It's called That Time Between Midnight and Noon. So I was intrigued by the title and the little picture on it. I was just listening to it earlier in the car. It's nothing too special, honestly. Like, there's some redeeming qualities on it though, but in general, it's not like a big thing they really have. But just to show it, That Time Between Midnight and Noon. That's a cool name, you know. I was intrigued by that. I always thought of, the moment I got this, with the cover and the music, I thought about you a lot, Daryl. I can just see you pulling this out of your collection. Maybe you know her. She's a singer-songwriter from New York City. Her name is Morley, M-O-R-L-E-Y. She's put out 3 albums as I know of. This is the latest one. One was like in 98, the next one was in 03, and then this one's 08. So it's like a big difference between each gap there. And it's called Scene. It's really nice stuff. She's a nice variety to her too. It's on Race Records and Polydor as well. Universal's involved with it. MorleyMusic.org. You can check her out. There's some really great songs on here. I read a review about this album that someone wrote online, and in it they were talking about how there's a Laura Nyro connection because of where her lyrics stem from. So I would like to delve deeper into that. I enjoyed this a lot when I listened to it with Mary in the car. This is interesting. This is like straight up electronic music, just like a real constant uns to it, with like a pretty type of uns, like the pretty type of uns with pianos and nice positive sounding synthesizers up in the higher keys and whatnot. This is called, the artist's name is Dalminjo, and the album is called One Day You'll Dance For Me Tokyo. And I thought it was a really cool cover. I had the idea that it was going to be, because of Tokyo and the artwork, that it was going to be an electronic dancing type of album. Now here's what's really interesting about this. And I wonder if anyone who's in the Smiths or Rob, if you've known this. What is it? On the back of here. Sorry. So their single for this must have been the track number 4, which is called There's a Light That Never Goes Out, featuring Anja, Yoing, and Vister. What's crazy, and then, because later on down below, there's 2 different remixes of that same song. Now what's interesting down here, I thought it'd be interesting to let you guys know, is that song, it says in here is all the information, who wrote the stuff. The song is written by Johnny Marr and Morrissey. So, I mean, I figured someone who's really into Morrissey, Johnny Marr, and the Smiths would know the background and maybe have heard of this before. Dalminjo. I listened to this guys a bit. I'm having trouble sort of thinking about how to describe them. I feel like they might have a good fan base though. This is on Interscope Records from 2001. It's a band called Toadies, as in like a frog, Toadies, and it's called Hell Below, Stars Above. listened to the first couple songs and I liked it. I was going through them more quickly in the car when I first got them, just popping in the CDs to hear the sound. The CD is so pretty. It says the follow-up to their million-selling record Rubberneck. Check this out. There's a lot of beauty in that CD. Hope you guys can hear how good this is. Pleasant. This one, I thought the artwork looked awesome. And I probably should have thought of it. I knew it was going to be like sort of darkish because of the album, but I didn't realize it's like really hard. It's like really hardcore. Lots of screaming, lots of crazy change-ups, not like a normal verse-chorus type of style. Some of you guys might be more familiar with this, guys. What's the record label? It's on Solid State Records from '05. It's a band called The Chariot, and then the album is called Everything is Alive, Everything is Breathing, Nothing is Dead, and Nothing is Bleeding. I'm gonna give more listens, but I gotta be in more of that mood for the hard stuff like that. Cool looking CD too. And the song titles are interesting. They're real long. Number 2, the name of this song. Someday, in the event that mankind actually figures out what it is that the world revolves around, thousands of people are going to be shocked and perplexed to find out that it was not them. Sometimes this includes me. That's track number 2. Those are my CDs. Now, let's go on to the vinyls, which are all Goodwill purchases. This first bunch here, most of them are around 50 cents. And then all the other ones are 25 from the outlet. This is the record from a band called Dr. Hook. Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show. It's a self-titled. It's quite interesting. There's lots of different things going on each song. It'll jump from like a really quirky song to a ballady song in heartbeat. What's really interesting is that I think, 11 songs on here? 9, I think it's total 11. 9 out of the 11 songs, the lyrics are written by Shel Silverstein. If I remember correctly, I know obviously Shel Silverstein, the lyrics sheet's in here as well. It's on Columbia. As well as, obviously I know Shel Silverstein from the books from school, like the Tree book and everything, but I know there's a lot more about him that people talk about. But I think Zach mentioned loving Shel Silverstein, so I figured he would find a record like this and show this probably, so I want to know if he knows about Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show. I didn't get to read all this yet, but it's interesting. There's like these little writings that look like poetry type of things under each band member's name. LJ, this one's for you. I enjoyed this when I listened to this, man. This is from 1974 on MCA Records. How do you say it? Is it said Deodato? Deodato, I think. It's called Artistry. It's his live album, recorded live at the Mississippi River Festival. And we can find on YouTube that people love and they'll talk about a lot on here. Is their version? Is their song Super Strut? Side 2. It's an 8-minute live jam. It's on MCA. This was pretty cool. Command Records is the same record label that Memphis Vinyl Jim and the Misses sent me that Sound 35mm album on. And this looked like this would be great. I haven't listened to it much. I really got it. I spun it for like a split second. I can tell that it seemed pretty promising. There's a guy, all you jazz guys might know more about this. His name is Doc Severinsen. So this is called Doc Severinsen Command Performances. It's really nice. It's one of those harder type of covers. See, it's shiny. Gives you a little breakdown of each performance. Supposedly this guy's an amazing trumpet player. And there's all different types of styles on this record. Command. Heavy freaking vinyl. This is sweet. I figured it'd be fun to get this. I never had something like this before. This is a guy who's, it's his sermons. This is 2 sermons by Carlisle Marney. Preach, right? It's on Word Records, which is, you know, obviously a label I've shown that people know about. It's a Christian record label. Word Records is big. And it's interesting, they have a series I didn't know about. They're from Waco, Texas. It's called the Great Sermon Series. So each side is a sermon. One's called The Lord Reigns from the Tree, and the other one's called Which Man This Cross. The record's in perfect shape. I thought it'd be cool. We listened to one, but I was also doing other stuff. I gotta focus on it more. He's authored several books. He's gone all over the world, so the guy knows stuff. What's really cool about all that stuff is that I know he's from North Carolina. The senior minister of the Myers Park Baptist Church in Charlotte. I wonder if they're still around. You'd be like, hey, look what I found for you guys. Drop it off. This was the classical record I was listening to a lot of, which will lead to my other things I told you I find in a little bit. I got this in this batch. It's, I think, a work by a guy named Caesar Frank. The pianist is Mark Westcott, and the conduction is Paul Freeman. I'm not too familiar with classical. I'm trying to learn some more. So I'm guessing Caesar Frank. It says back here 1822 to 1890. So Caesar Frank, he's the main guy I think that wrote the music. I'm guessing this is Mark Westcott, I'm guessing. That is the guy who is the pianist. And then, yeah. And this is on Musical Heritage Society. I'm really excited about this. It looks really promising. This is a guy who writes. He's an arranger, conductor, and pianist. His name is Mikael Legrand. It's called. He's popular for the song Brian's Song, Themes and Variations. Cool cover, right? It's on Bell Records. And it talks about how back here, his father, Michael Jean Legrand, is his son. Oh wait. Michael Jean Legrand is the son of the very well-known arranger, conductor, and pianist Raymond Legrand. At the age of 11, Mikael, who was a child prodigy, entered the Paris Conservatory and emerged 9 years later with top honors in composition as a solo pianist. He started doing songs for the motion picture, so that's really cool for people who are into film. He was nominated for 3 different awards from the Academy Awards for his score for Umbrellas of Cherbourg. This song called The Windmills of Your Mind, included in this album, won for the best song in 1969. And it's from the motion picture, it's from the Thomas Crown Affair. 72. Looks like the other label just showed, Bell. I haven't listened to this yet. This is my first introduction to Wings. This is Venus and Mars, the Paul McCartney's band Wings. This is a really countryish band called the Thunderbirds, and the album's called Hold Back the Tears. And there's a signing on the back here from the bass player, Jim Conley. I really like their symbol. Has their symbol on the record label too. It's called Bay Country Records. Oh, it's a text message. Must be from my lady. This guy, I mean, honestly, let me make a serious comment. Would you really see this record and not buy this? It's obvious that your boy Clay Willis is not playing around, right? But I was surprised. I thought the music would be different than it was, and it seemed just alright. Redeeming qualities, but nothing too crazy. Oh, you know what? I didn't even open this. I forgot. It's cool though. He signed this one too. Thanks for being so much. I don't know. But it says Clay. I know it's from a guy named Pat and Clay. There's his signature. It's called Clay Willis and the Traveling Band. Recognition is the album. There's his signature. They looked more hard in the pictures than they ended up being with me. I'll listen to it again. It's country-ish stuff to it. It's not a record label I've ever heard of. It's called JED Records. Distributed by Nationwide Sound in Nashville, Tennessee. I haven't listened to this one yet much. Not all, actually, really. This is called Joan Armatrading, is her name. And it's a self-titled album on A&M. Looks sweet, too, right? Born in the West Indies, she migrated to England, which accounts for her diverse influences and flavors of her music. It's her third album. For this album, she enlisted the aid of Glyn Johns, producer whose work is known to anybody who reads the back of albums as well as the front. Joan Armatrading. Gotta listen to that. This is cool. This is funny. I listened to the first side. A guy named Jerry Jordan, and it's called "Phone Call from God." And it's funny because it's comedy. It says Jerry Jordan successfully combines country and religious humor with serious and thought-provoking ideas. Raised on a farm in West Texas, Jerry learned to appreciate the simple, pure humor of country people. Jerry's unique gift for telling stories, coupled with his country background, makes him one of today's great country humorists. But Jerry's amusing tales are also filled with meaning, and his famous telephone call from God is not only riotously funny, it's also soul-searching talk between God and man. So it's like a over 14 minute long track called "Phone Call from God." Makes up most of all side one, and it's just like him like in his house on the phone with his wife, like, "Hey honey," blah, blah, blah. And he's like, he answers the phone call and it's God on the phone, but you don't hear God. All you hear is just him answering things. It's like, "Sir, oh yes sir, oh yes sir, oh yes, oh I'm definitely going to confession, sir." Whatever. It's so funny. I love when he does that. That's what stood out to me. Every time that he was listening to God tell something, he would say, "Sir, oh sir, oh sir." It's funny. Jerry Jordan on MCA, the Rainbow label. Look, Vinyl Music Girl. I got Rob McKeown, Through European Windows on RCA. Cool artwork. Can't go wrong with Rob McKeown. And I haven't listened to this much, but I was just skipping through it. The sleeve is so cool though. I don't know much about this. The record label is Gajo Records, G-A-J-O, which is out of Dallas. And the album is called Cafe Noir. Pretty sure that's all it is. Yeah, the people's names is Cafe Noir. Check out this sleeve. It has a violin, a bass, stand-up bass, a guitar, a wine glass, and a cigarette, all falling into this, and a moon, all falling into this like ashtray. So we can get that. But yeah, we got viola and violin and clarinet and guitar and bass in here. I'm excited to check this out. And it's from, let's see here, 1988. The label's sweet. It's inner sleeve. Awesome looking. Cafe Noir. So I'm really interested to hear that. Oh, this is awesome too. Check this out. This is the first one I ever had from your boy, Sammy Davis Jr. And the album is called Now. It has that famous The Candyman song from Willy Wonka. It's funny, I don't think I realized it was Willy Wonka, but we were listening to it, and Mary's like, this sounds like something to come out of Willy Wonka. But I'll be honest with you, man, like, maybe there's great stuff of his, maybe he's better in the Rack Pack. But like, when I heard this, I thought I wouldn't need to get any more Sammy Davis. It wouldn't do it for me. It's on MGM. But here's what I want to show you. I think I might keep it just for this alone. But you want to see a gatefold? How sick is that? Like, I feel like I would keep that just for music fans, you know? Like, that's just a dope picture. And like, if I'm not the biggest Sammy Davis Jr. fan, I think it's just a good thing for music fans. So that's actually what the sleeve turns out into. And the other side, this has, you know, a whole collage of his photos. And you pull it right back up. Oh, and there was some stuff in here from a radio station. That's why I found this. WHAS Radio 84. It's a bumper sticker. And it has a note on here from someone. From this guy named Jeff Douglas. Like the DJ. Tilly, if you are half of the Sammy Davis Jr. fan that I am, you'll flip for this album. Enjoy it, and thanks much for playing trivia. Oh, she won trivia. I guess Tilly didn't care about her gift in trivia. It's from Jeff Douglas. Come on, Tilly. Come on, Tilly. What's wrong with you, Tilly? Who's gonna go and turn down Sammy Davis Jr. album, Tilly? This is nonsense. Man, you find Tilly, you tell me where she is, I'll come give her a little smack around, you know what I'm saying? Alright, now check this out. I'm excited about this. This is all classical, mostly stuff. I'll show you. But here's the first one. This guy at the Goodwill outlet, this one box was on the floor that wasn't there last, so it must have been this one guy who got rid of all these classical records of his. So this particular ones I'm really excited about, which I'll show you, but I got these as well. These are all a quarter. This is called Euphonia. It's Sandy Owen solo piano. The sleeve did enough for me. It's on Ivory Records from 1984. Like, any of you guys who know your classical, put your thinking caps on right now, because I need all the info I can, because I'm not a classical person. Sandy Owens. Symphonia, sounds which are pleasing to the ear, sweet-voiced, musical. Now this is sweet. This is a little bit off of it though. So 1974, these guys are in Weston, Vermont. This is called Calm as the Night, Times of Prayer and Song at Weston Priory. I think it's monks. With this album, we would like to share with you 2 times of prayer at the Priory, the early morning vigil and evening song. And it's them singing outdoors. I mean, isn't that sick? Calm as the night. The Benedictine Foundation of the state of Vermont. Great photo. This looks sweet. Let me pull this. Let me get this shrink wrap off. This is the Lucia Trio. Okay. There's some older guys too. It's on London FFRR, London Fur. Oh, London Records, full frequency range recording. London, play Bach Volume 4, the original jazz interpretations of the music of Johann Sebastian Bach. Cool cover, huh? This is on Angel, that special Angel label, Angel stereo label that was on with the old videos I showed you with the East Meets West, that golden label. This is highlights. Is it Puccini himself? Yeah. This is Puccini doing Madame Butterfly. And it has a whole breakdown in here of Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3. In here, it gives the whole story. I never knew the story of Madame Butterfly. I never saw Cronenberg's film. I know Cronenberg did a version of it. Check this out. This is on Angel also. This is on Angel EMI. It's another different Angel label. Look at this Angel label. Angel sleeve and everything. Hope Blake can see some of this stuff. This is music of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. That's what I need, man, right? Good way to get started, right? Double LP. This cover looks great. I had this one for $5.95 originally. This is on Angel as well. So I do have quite some different Angel stuff. Same golden label, Angel Stereo. Gottschalk. This is the music of Louis Moreau Gottschalk, and it's called The Union. There's Lincoln on the cover there. And I think it's done. Oh, the piano is done by Leonard Pinario. Pinario plays Gottschalk. The Union and other piano works of America's brilliant 19th century composer. Great cover. Uh-oh. Now this I'm excited about. I got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think they're all still in their shrink wrap, except one. I got all from that label, None Such Records, classical label. I'll just show you one of them, see what the label looks like. So I really want to try to get into some of this stuff and start to know big classical. My buddy Max I told you guys about, I think I even mentioned in the video about the close friend Max of mine that he's beginning into classical. If you want to get a hold of him, we're playing phone tag, I want to tell him about this stuff. So I got all these, there's more of them, I just had to pick certain ones because I was just like, I don't want to bring so many home at once. They're all in stereo, and these are all None Such records, okay? You have trio sonatas of the late Baroque. And they all have write-ups behind them too. None Such Records is actually on 51 West 51st Street in New York. There's a few Vivaldis here, 3 of them. Antonio Vivaldi. This says stuff like Concerto in A minor for piccolo and orchestra, Concerto in A minor for violin and orchestra. This is another Vivaldi. This has Concerto for guitar and strings in D major, Concerto for 2 horns and strings in F major, Concerto for guitar and strings in C major, and Suite from Il Pastor Fido, Opus 13. These look really cool labels though, and sleeves. This is Antonio Vivaldi, The Four Seasons. That's one I know, right? Spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Johann Sebastian Bach, 2 and 3 part inventions. And the harpist chord has George Malcolm on it. Yeah, it says in the back. Side 1 is the 15 2-part inventions, and then side 2 is the 15 3-part inventions. This says Handel and Bach. George Frederick Handel, Wedding Anthem, Sing Unto God, and Johann Sebastian Bach, O der Tief. The conductor is Paul Steims. My dog's barking. And then last but not least, this is Trumpet Concertos by Johann William Hertel, Leopold Mozart, Johann Nepomuk Hummel. Oh, I think my nephew's here actually. You guys want to meet? I think you saw a video of him in the very beginning. See if I can get him. Noah! Noah! Come upstairs! Come upstairs! Quick! 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 Here! Quick! Quick! Run! 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 Come on, bud! Come on! Run! For my YouTube channel, for the vinyl.
That's SpongeBob.
I know, for the vinyl community. Say hi to everyone on the camera, the phone camera. Say hi.
Hi.
Look at the camera. Tell them your name. Speak up.
My name's Noah.
What?
My name's Noah.
What's your full name?
I don't have a full name.
Yes, you do. It's Noah Jack.
Noah Jack Heston.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! We got a dog in the house.
What are you doing?
All right, everyone, say bye. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye. Ready? Say bye, VC.
Bye, VC.
Say bye, VC.
Bye, VC.
Ready? Say Henry, you're a chump.
Henry, you're a
No,
chump.
say but Henry, you're a chump.
Henry, you're a chump.
Henry, you're a chump. Say, We love you, Robin Boston.
We love you, Robin Boston.
We love you, Robin Boston. All right. Let's do another one. Say, what's up, chicken butt?
What's up, chicken butt?
What's up, chicken butt? All right, bye. Go see Mama. Oh, wait, go. You're being called. Bye, guys.